Hey, Dave. What was the name of that amazing movie we just saw?
We just got back from seeing Venom.
Hmm.
I don't know who it was directed by, but Tom Hardy's in it.
Yeah.
Chris, what did you think of Venom?
I don't have a score yet.
Okay, should I go?
You can.
Okay, I'll give the I'll give this movie a 6.5.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
All right. All right.
all
All right.
right.
All right.
What do you
I'm, I'm,
got?
I've been thinking about it on the way back because
Okay,
there was a lot to process. I'm thinking I actually have to go with a 5.
really?
Yeah.
That bad?
This movie is frustrating on many, many, many different fronts. I mean, just so frustrating. I really enjoyed Tom Hardy and everything he brought to it. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the dynamic between the symbiote, well, Venom and Eddie Brock. I thought every scene they had together. I mean, they were in every scene together, obviously, but it was just fun to watch him become like Venom, become that
The
union.
thing, right?
I really enjoyed watching that through the movie and their interactions back and forth. That was the best part of the movie. Other than that, the movie was just silly. It felt super silly. There were so many scenes. There were a lot of useless scenes.
Lots of useless scenes,
Yeah.
and that's what had me bothered. What you said with the silliness, and it's like the silliness was at the first part of the movie and the last part of the movie. In between, it was okay, and yeah, it had some pacing issues. It started
Yeah,
to
it
drag
did.
drag a lot in the beginning, and once we really got into Venom and this whole battle with the symbiote, whatever you call it, it got better. And I liked the scenes with Venom. Yes, they're not many. I understand he's a big CG monster and it's expensive, but the scenes that he was in, they were great. Great action scenes. The chase scene I thought was interesting, and I do like how they at least didn't just throw him on the screen. There was that build up to him.
Actually, I'll tell you something interesting. The action scenes and even like the car chase you had mentioned, I didn't even necessarily think they were that great. I actually just enjoyed him having the discussions with Venom and what they were going to do and what they
Yeah,
were proposing to each other, and
I like that
that
too.
was really cool. I mean, when he was becoming Venom, what people saw, and that was
I think
interesting
they
enough,
could
but
have helped bring that a little closer. Like
the
it
action
cut out.
the
Yeah,
action scenes just they weren't anything
I thought
different
no, they
to
weren't.
me. It was
They weren't. They were the
they
same.
there's so like the one scene there was this SWAT team that he goes against, and everything it's just so much smoke.
Yeah, they did
And
it
I don't
on
know if it was
purpose.
supposed to be like, oh, this is like supposed to be a mystery, like a horror aspect, but because of the terrible music in the background,
Yes.
it didn't feel that way. You just didn't know what was going on, and even in the climax of the movie, you don't know what's going on.
And the climate, that's what frustrated me. At the very end, I was so confused with what was
I could have been
happening.
on my phone and been perfectly fine because you don't know what's going on.
No, there was too much happening on the
Shaky
screen.
cam, it just
Yeah.
cuts back and forth.
Why do you need shaky cam when it's all CG? But explain that to me. Where's the cameraman? There is no cameraman. I didn't like that part either. The reason I gave it, well, it's not a good score. It's because I did enjoy it. I'm a huge Venom fan, so for me it was kind of. Tomorrow I'll probably say it's worse, but I finally got to see him on the screen as he should be. Yes, he doesn't have the white spider on his chest. I get that, but you hear so much about it's created. Okay, well he is an alien. Okay, or Eddie actually does come from New York. And they didn't mention
Yeah,
any of the Avengers or anything, but you seem like it would be acceptable in this world. You see how they kind of left it out like we're not going to reference everything, but we're not going to reference everything to kind of mold it all into it's not if we do introduce Iron Man, it won't really clash with the story. So I kind of saw what they were doing a little bit.
yeah. There's plenty of small references throughout the movie that can connect,
Yes.
and but they're far and few.
Yes. Too far and too few. And the
Other-
plot, I had a. Well,
Oh my gosh. Well, no. All right, real quick. His girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, Michelle Williams, plays the character. I didn't care one bit about her.
no.
Not at all.
Well, she's uglier than a mud fence, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh.
Sorry, she is.
No, but it just... I didn't care about it. I didn't care about their relationship. I mean, honestly, I cared more about Jenny Slate, who was John Ralphio's sister in Parks and Rec. She was in this. And she was barely in it, but I was like, oh, I want to know what's going on with her more because she like works at the science lab.
Yeah.
Like, you have far more interesting than
the
this person that
who's like the lawyer, but you're not really sure what she does. Yeah. See, now it's already
there's a lot of like pushed plot point, like oh, and then also there's other stuff that's like, oh, we have to do this because the audience doesn't know. It's like, no, we're not stupid. We obviously can tell, right. But they put it there anyway. Like,
I still thought it was. Would you say it was entertaining?
No, it was.
That's why I have to say,
but it was a very average movie. I mean, it was a 5. I mean, that's like. I mean, for me, a 5 is like just below average. I got to see
Venom, Venom did look great.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. He was the best part of the movie. Yeah, but by far.
Well, by far.
But everything else was just so stupid. Yes. And like the editing was kind of like clunky and
it feels like this was 2 different movies. It feels like they shot the movie like to be rated R, and then they went back and went, ooh, we can't make it rated R because we're afraid. Let's throw in some funny scenes. And some scenes were like, you could tell it was trying to be humorous, but it was okay. Yeah, it was fine. Like, okay, and the one at the elevator, I'm like, okay, that was funny. It wasn't in the middle of a tense situation. That was fine. But in other ways, you're like, okay, I think they threw this in here to try to make it heart and PG-13, and oh look, now it's another superhero. We're like, no, we didn't want
certain scenes were so fast.
Yes,
it's like beyond fast.
The editing was a second,
and then the scenes that we didn't care about drug on. I'm like, I don't care.
I don't care about the relationship. We're not supposed to care. We're here for Venom.
Yeah,
we're not here for anything else.
So going off of that, it does make me want more.
Yes, it
does. See that in future movies. Just have a better screenplay and a better script, and there you go.
Yes.
I mean, also Spider-Man's not in it. So how do you have Venom without Spider-Man?
I get what they're trying to do something different.
I could see this easily being leaps and bounds better as a sequel. I mean, hopefully it makes enough money because I do think it would be a real interesting movie.
So would you watch this? Would you go back to theaters and see this again?
I would not go back to the theater. Once I've seen it once and that's it.
No, I'm not.
I wouldn't go back.
I may watch the action scenes again and a couple other stuff.
There's some cool stuff, but just but yeah, I wouldn't go back to. It's not a repeatable watch.
No, unfortunately, no.
If as far as renting it when it comes out, if somebody hasn't seen it and they want to watch it, I'd probably be playing on my phone during a lot, and then I'd get off to watch like certain scenes.
This scene's on,
because when he's in his apartment, like I want to see.
Yes, too much.
I enjoy that. That was good.
I understand they were setting up and foreshadowing, but it's a little too much, and it's So you say 5, I said 6.5, and we'll talk about this more in our spoiler review.
Oh yeah, we have a ton to discuss about this movie. There's a lot to dissect.
So tell us what you thought. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Chris.
Dave.